everyone, and welcome back to my page. So today's video is going to be 30 facts about me, because I just want to give you guys a sense of who I am, because a lot of people want to claim they know me when they really don't. They don't even know my real name. So stay tuned. So yeah, I'm recording in a really awkward place because I feel really lazy, but at the same time, I want to give y'all a sense of who I am and giving y'all 30 facts about myself. So I'm gonna do this in a comfortable manner, so don't judge me. So to start off, my birthday is September 3rd. Yes, making me a Virgo if you couldn't tell. People usually are automatically able to tell that I'm a Virgo. Actually no, I've been told those different things, to be honest, but yeah. Anyways, I'm obsessed with astrology a lot. Some people think it's amusing, some people think it's interesting how I've become very interested in astrology, and some people think it's annoying and sounds like a personal problem to me. But astrology, I don't really follow astrology like, oh, this is gonna happen to you today, or something good this year is gonna happen to you. I don't really follow that aspect of the astrology piece. I follow astrology by getting to know people and their personalities based on their zodiac sign, and it's usually really accurate. If you take time to read up on your zodiac sign, you'll notice that it's actually very accurate in a scary way. So when you get a chance, do your research. But anyways, I already mentioned that, but going back to what I said, my real name isn't Aimee. My real name is actually Rainier, and in Spanish you pronounce it Rainiel. And the reason why I don't go by my first name, which is my legal name, which is Rainier, is because growing up I've been called Aimee by my middle name. And I was given my middle name Aimee because my aunt's middle name is actually Aimee. But Rainier is actually a tradition that was passed down from my mother's father, which is my grandfather, obviously. My sister has it as her middle name, my niece has it as her middle name, but I'm the only one who has it as her actual name because apparently my mom was telling me in the hospital she wanted them to put Aimee as my first name and Rainier as my middle name, and they completely messed it up. So she's like, you know what, I'm tired, I just pushed this baby out, just leave it the way it is. So yeah, me and my mom had the same name, which is Rainier. Fun fact. Another fact about me, I slammed my finger twice into a car door, this same thumb. Thank God this thumb still works, even though I can crack it really weird, and I can't do it with this one. I can crack this one, if I put it next to your ear. Oh, it's weird, it's so weird. But the first time that I got it slammed into a car door was actually my mom's fault. Well, kind of my fault, because I didn't move. We had a minivan, and I went to go reach for something, and my finger got caught into the door. And the second time, well, the first time it happened to me, I was around 6 years old. The second time it happened to me was, I think, when I was 11 or 12. And I don't know if you went to North Shore Mall, but the North Shore Mall entrance where it's the guy department in Macy's, it's right across from Barnes & Noble, the back. That's where I got my thumb slammed into the car door. And it was my fault because when you wrap your sweater on your thumb when it's really cold out, I did that, and I had slammed my finger to the car door, and I was pulling. Mind you, I'm pulling my thumb, my actual thumb, and it makes me feel all quoozy when I talk about it, but literally I was pulling my sweater, and by the time I was pulling, my thumb was already numb. My thumb was split in half, my fingernail was off, so the pain was already numb at this point, so I didn't really feel it. And my grandma, may she rest in peace, her ass was in the back, on the floor, and I'm like, abuela, ni que? What's wrong with you? And she's and she's the type of person, she can't see blood like that. So when I go turn around, I see blood, and I'm like, oh my God, what the? And I'm like, don't tell me this happened to me again. And when I go to look, my thumb was just completely destroyed. I had this whole part of my thumb, it was open, it was split open, and then my fingernail was completely off, off. It's so disgusting. I wouldn't wish this type of disgustingness pain on anybody, to be honest. But let me move on from that traumatic ass experience. Another fact about me is that I zipped my own belly button also when I was like 7. I think 7 and 6 also, which is another traumatic experience during that time period. I literally received, I forget who gave me this cashmere kind of vest, and I was so excited to wear it to school, and my favorite color was red, so I was even more excited. So me, another fun fact, I'm impatient and very impulsive. I was like, oh, I want to put it on now, I want to put it on now, I want to do it now, I want to do it now. And my mom's like, why don't you just put it on in the morning? I didn't listen to her, and I put it on. And then when I went to like I was playing with the zipper, and I was watching something, and I get easily distracted. I was watching something when I was putting it on, and I got it stuck. And like, again, the pain kind of numbed itself, and I was like pulling on something. When I looked down, I'm like, oh my god, and I started screaming and crying. I think I cry more of like how scared I am, like how uncomfortable I feel in that situation, not so much of the pain, because I'm very immune to pain, believe it or not, and it's not a good thing. But like physical pain, I'm so immune to that I just kind of become numb. Like I just become numb. Like with piercings, I don't even feel it. Like it's like a numbing feeling. Like it's just whatever. And literally, like I was like trying to like pull at it, and I was like, no, 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 no. And then my mom tried to help me, and my mom just made matters worse. Like my mom just like told me to breathe in, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Wait a minute, what are you gonna do? And my mom was like, breathe. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? And my mom just, she was sick and tired of me talking, so she just yanked it out. And I just started screaming, because that shit, that's when I felt that shit. Like that shit hurt so bad. My belly button was bleeding, and then days went by and my belly button was like growing like a bubble on the top of my belly button skin, like a big bubble. And it was growing bigger and bigger each day. So my mom had to call a doctor to check it out, and that was actually my first surgery. My first surgery was on my belly button. So another fun fact, my belly button was the first surgery I had. They had to do surgery on my belly button because I messed up my belly button. And another fun fact, that's actually one of my insecurities, is my belly button, and that's why I decided to get my belly button pierced, because I just was so insecure of how my belly button looked. Mind you, my belly button isn't ugly, but like I personally felt insecure, and I didn't feel comfortable showing it off like that. And I even told my mom, even when I was younger, after I got the surgery, like, oh, when I get older, I'm gonna get my belly button pierced. And she was just like, okay, mija, like, okay. Because she knew, like, I felt very insecure about it, because I had a pretty ass belly button before I zipped my shit. I mean, I still don't mind my belly button. This is an insecurity I grew out of, but I just hated my belly button. I just hated it, and that's why I got my belly pierced. So there you go. Another fun fact, I'm a psych major and I'm a senior in college. 2 facts, damn. I'm a psych major, and a lot of people, and mostly men, asks me, because like they low-key get shook. They're like, oh, you're a psych major, so you reading me right now? You reading me right now? And I'm like, I am, bitch. But no, it depends. Like I just like to read people's behavior and why they do what they do. Like that's why I'm a psych major. I like to learn the way the mind works, why people behave the way they do, why people do the things that they do, and how people were brought up, you know, like their background and how their background made them the way they are, you know. And like I'm just fascinated with people, you know. So like some people get offended when I try to like read them, or like I tell them shit about themselves that they don't want to hear. But it's just like, it's just something I like to do, and I like when people appreciate when I do it, because they know I'm passionate about it. So they're just like, go ahead, read me, I don't even care. And like sometimes like I read them so well that people get really freaked out. They get so freaked out, they're like, stop it. And I'm like, okay, I won't do it anymore. But yeah, that's another fact that I was gonna say. I'm good at reading people, so watch out. That's why I'm really quiet. That's another fact. That's why I'm really quiet in like social gatherings when I first meet people, because I'm trying to like observe people and get like people's vibe. Like I'm trying to understand people's vibe. So that's usually why I'm really quiet in social gatherings. Like if I feel like I don't really know somebody, like based off what they're talking about, like I'm getting mixed signals from them, I'm just gonna remain quiet and try to like hear how they talk and like see if I can get to know them that way. Because oftentimes when you stay quiet and have someone talk a lot, you actually learn a lot about them. So fun fact for y'all. Another thing people fail to realize about me is I'm very observant. Like, I can notice anything. Like, I'll notice so much, but I'll just stay quiet. Like, I'll just take mental note. Like, it's like, how do I explain it? Like, if someone's going through something, I feel it. Like, it's just really weird. Like I remember one of my friends, she was like having an argument with her mans, and she didn't like talk about it. She didn't say anything about it. And then I like asked her like the next day, like, were you sad yesterday? And she was like, huh? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you were fighting with your mans, weren't you? And she's like, how did you know that? Oh yeah, I just, you know. Like, if people get really weirded out, it's just like, I'm just very observant, and like, and plus I can relate to people. Like, oh, you were sad about you and your man's arguing. Like, I've been there. Like, I know the signs. Like, it's just obvious. So yeah. And also, I'm a very impatient person, and it's something I'm really working on, because I'm just very impatient about everything. I'm impatient about grades dropping. I'm impatient about food in a restaurant. Like, damn, when's food gonna come out? I'm impatient when it comes to people taking too long to text me. And it's not even when it comes to guys. Like, it can be anybody. It can be my family. It can be my mom. It can be my best friend. Like my doctor calling me back, taking my long, my dentist. Like, I just get really annoyed, like, and like so impatient. So that's just something I'm working on, and that's one of my weaknesses. Like, I'm just extremely impatient. So yeah. Another thing that's not so much a strength of mine is that I'm really quick tempered. Like, you can get me so annoyed and so mad so fast that it's not even funny. I mean, sometimes I won't let you see me sweat, and I won't let you know that you pissed me off, but I know that you pissed me off, and that's what matters. Like, just little things really get me mad, like, so fast. And that's something I'm trying to control, because I'm not really good at like controlling my temper like these past few days. Like, I'm just not good. Like, before I was able to, because I was like kind of isolating myself for a while, and so like it gives you more time to reflect and like be alone, and you don't have to deal with people's annoyingness. But since I'm around more people, and I'm trying to make more friends, and I'm trying to allow people into my life and also be into theirs, I have to like kind of like control my emotions, because that's one emotion I can't control, is my anger. So that's something I'm really working on. So bear with me if you're with me. Let's see. I'm an affectionately aggressive person. And people are like, what the fuck does that mean? When I mean aggressively affectionate, it's like, have you ever hugged someone and you squeeze them, that you hear them like, okay, like, that's me. Or like, I'd be like, oh my god, you're so cute, I just want to punch you in the face. And no, I do not tolerate any type of domestic violence, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna actually punch you, but like, I don't know what it is, I get so excited, and I'm just like, or like I bite you. Like, it's weird. I'm weird, I know, whatever, don't care. The longest relationship I've ever had was 3 years, and that was basically throughout my whole high school experience, and it was a horrible relationship. It was probably the first relationship I had that kind of woke me up. Like, I literally, not only did it wake me up, it kind of robbed my innocence in a way. Like, I became very cold and very spiteful, and I just didn't view love the same. But I kind of left, like, literally I was in that phase for quite some time, but like, I'm not in that phase no more. I'm like, I'm not gonna allow someone to have power over me and like allow myself to become bitter. Like, no, I'm gonna let that situation make me a better person. And I know there's someone out there that needs my love, and I also need their love, so I need to be open to that. So not everyone's gonna hurt you. So, but sometimes, you know, you gotta see and realize that in this life, everyone's gonna hurt you. People are gonna say stuff, people are gonna do things. So you just gotta pick the people that are worth suffering for, and that's it. And that's something I'm learning how to do. Another fact about me is my biggest fear is hurricanes. Like I'm not even playing. Like, I low-key have a fear of the ocean, because I feel like once that wave like hits a certain point, like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out or die of a heart attack, because I just can't. Like, legit, like, I cannot. Like, I'll literally die of a heart attack. Like, I don't do hurricanes. I don't even like watching it. Like, if I watch videos about it, I low-key get like anxious and like low-key anxiety. Like, I can't. When people start talking about it, I'm like, it's not funny. If you go to the beach and I see the wave getting way too high, I'll run. You might be like, oh, she's having fun. No, I'm not. I'm running for my life. Let's see. Someone told me I should mention this. What are turn-ons for me, and not physical turn-ons? So turn-ons, I feel like a turn-on is someone who's smart, you know, who can have an intellectual conversation. Well, I can't talk right now. I really can't talk today. Someone who's smart, someone, like I said, who can have an intellectual conversation, and it's not so much like all about emotions all the time. Like, they're talking to me about like what they're passionate about, where they want to be in 5 years, like, you know, why they picked the major they did in school. Like, talk to me about their family, talk to me about, you know, I don't know, just different stuff, you know, not just a typical norm, you know. Another thing that is a turn on is someone who communicates with me. And I mean communicate about anything. Like, if you're having a bad day, you know, like, and you want to talk to me, I'm here. Or you feel upset, talk to me, I'm here. Like, just having someone communicating to you and like wanting to talk to you about whatever it is that they're going through and whatever is on their mind is actually, to me, like, it's actually a turn on, because I'm just like, wow, they want to talk to me. Wow, they want to talk to me, you know. And I feel like communication is key, like, to anything, to having anything stabilized. Like, if you're trying to have a good friendship, you need to communicate. If you want to have a healthy relationship with anybody, family, friends, relationships, you need to have communication, because if you don't have it, then what's the point? So apparently I didn't have space in my camera, so I had to delete some videos. But anyways, so turn offs, like I was saying, someone who's just inconsistent. Like, I just feel like personally, oh, I wasn't at that, sorry. It was bad texters. Like, I feel like there's no such thing as like a bad texter or someone like getting back to you, because I feel like if you have respect for somebody and like you care for someone, like, regardless of how many things like you're doing, because there's guys that are in the army and they still send letters to their woman every month, you know, like, they still have that communication there. And also people that run multi-million-dollar businesses, like, they are married and they still like have that relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like if someone claims that they're busy all the time, it's just like they just don't want to talk to you, and it's like, it's a clear sign that you got to go, like, or you just gotta back off and see like if they're gonna hit you up. And if they don't, it's kind of like, cool, you never lied to me. But yeah, that's something I really don't fuck with. Like, I don't expect you to talk to me all the time, but like the days that you can't, at least like vocalize that. Like, or a day you want to yourself, like, oh, I'll talk to you when I can, you know. Like, just like let a girl know, you know, like, we're adults here, like, we're not children. Another thing and last that I do find out to turn off is like, what did I write? Like, someone that doesn't allow me to be in my emotions. Like, if I'm mad, let me be mad, you know. Like, I need someone who's a strong-minded person, because I might say things at the heat of the moment that I really don't mean, but who doesn't, you know? Like, I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, you know. And like, who are you to judge me? Like, the only person that should be judging me is God himself, you know. And I feel like if I can't even express myself like without like, and I'm not like expressing myself by disrespecting you, like, I wouldn't do that, you know, call you out your name or anything, but like, if I'm expressing myself and I'm angry, like, let me be mad, you know, and take into consideration what I'm saying. Like, actually listen to what I'm saying, because if I feel like if I'm saying something and it's going out one ear and out the other, and you keep doing the same thing that's pissing me off, I'm just gonna start losing interest, and I'm just gonna fall back until you start putting in that effort that I was putting in, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So so I'm at 18. So it says, do I miss somebody? The question is, do I miss somebody? I miss people all the time. I miss a few people. Let me think. I miss my homegirl, my best friend. I miss somebody who doesn't deserve to be missed right now. And I miss like 4 other people. I miss like a good 6 people right now. But one of them shouldn't even be on that list because he's being an asshole. Anyways, number 19. Another fact about me is that I went to a technical school, and I have my graphic design certification. When I first got into high school, I actually didn't know like what shop I wanted to be in. At first, I wanted to be in nursing because that's what my parents wanted for me. I didn't really want that for myself, but I was just gonna do it to make my parents happy. And I actually scored a 99 on the test, but you needed 100 or 101 to just officially get in, and I was a point, 2 points off, whatever. And I had to settle for collision, which was my second choice, collision auto repair. And I was like in that shop, I was painting cars, buffering cars, changing tires, like changing like oils in cars, and like the windshields, the windshield wipers. So yeah, I learned a lot of things, and I eventually ended up leaving collision shop because I was bored, and sometimes I'll just fall asleep in the car because I just was bored. So I ended up going to carpentry, which is like wood. You're making stuff. I know how to make a chair. I know how to make a birdhouse. And like I was saying before, I was really interrupted by my memory card. I know how to make a clock also. But then I ended up leaving carpentry because the only reason why I went to carpentry is because a friend of mine was in there and she ended up transferring high schools. So I was like, bitch. So I was by myself, and I knew a few people in graphics. So I was like, oh, let me go to graphics. Like, it looks cool. Like, da-da-da-da. So I ended up going to graphics, and I actually liked it. Like, we did a lot of stuff. Like, we did, like, Adobe InDesign and Illustrator. And we did, like, we used, like, Final Cut Pro and iMovie. And we did, like, different types of tutorials. And we had to do, like, thumbnails. Like, we had to draw out, like, our thumbnails, like, our design before we would go in the computer and create our design. But it had to get approved. And we made business cards, resumes, like, flyers for people. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty good time. It was pretty good time. I can't talk today, sorry. It was a good time. And, like, we also use, like, cameras and photography in shop, which I really like too. I can't talk today, I'm so sorry. But there was a time where we had to do a self-portrait of ourselves and write something about ourselves. And that was like my favorite part, like my favorite project, like during graphics, because I don't know, like my pictures came out bomb. Like my hair was fire that day, like fire. That's when I had hair like down to my back. But yeah, and then I used like Photoshop. That was fun. And like we had to do like an art piece with our self-portrait, and I did kind of like a modern art kind of theme with like my face, and it was bomb. It was so bomb. It actually didn't come out that bad. I could have did better, but I was getting annoyed because we would get critiqued a lot. Like our work wasn't done until it got critiqued and critiqued and critiqued till it was like perfect. But like I said, I liked working with like the cameras and video, and like that's when I learned about Final Cut Pro. And I ended up doing our senior video that was playing during graduation, which was pretty cool, not gonna lie, pretty cool. But yeah, another fun fact is I didn't always have my shit together, and I wasn't always the best student or the best person. Like during middle school, I went to a Catholic middle school. Fun fact. I went to St. Joseph's, and I had 2 best friends. One of them was Frank, and the other one was Kaylee. And we were just like the 3 musketeers, and we got into so much trouble. It wasn't even funny. And you would think that just because you go to a Catholic school, you know, you're gonna behave. No, that school was mixed with so many bad kids, it wasn't even funny. Like, it was crazy. It was legit crazy. And I got in trouble so many times. Like, I remember, like, I got in trouble and I almost got like expelled because some girl was saying I was bullying her, when really it was actually my friend who was bullying her, but she wanted to blame it on me. I think she was low-key racist. And my dad came in like flaming. He like flamed her life, and like the principal apologized for her bias and low-key racism ways, and she kissed my ass after that because she realized I wasn't the one bullying her, that it was a misunderstanding, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I went through a lot of things during my childhood, I'm not gonna lie. What's another thing? I have so many stories, like, in my Catholic school. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I'll get yelled at all the time by the nuns. Like, in church, like, me and my friends would act a damn fool, and she would literally have to sit behind us each time in church, even for confessions. She would have to separate us during confessions. That's how bad it was. I was a rebellious kid. I really was. And even in high school, like, when I first got into high school, I got in trouble. I actually got suspended during high school because one of my friends, I skipped class for one of my friends, like, because I didn't finish my history paper that was due that day. So I skipped half of math and history class to get my paper done. And then this girl came in and she said she wanted to fight my friend. She said she was gonna kill her, and I was like, no, you ain't. No, you not, bitch. And I went to get my friend out of her biology class, making her skip her class, and we're roaming down the hall, and the two girls ended up bumping together, and they started fighting, and and the principal seen it as we provoked the fight, when really I was trying to help my friend and warn her. Like, we weren't trying to make them fight, but it actually does look like that. Now that I look back, it does look like that. It looks like we provoked it, but we were just trying to help her and let her know. But we should never have pulled her out of class. We should have told her to go back in class. That's what we fucked up. But yeah, my dad literally rashed my life that day. Like, instead of all people, the principal called my father. He didn't call my mom, he called my dad. My Dominican father, in case you don't know, yes, I'm Dominican. Another fact. My Dominican dad, he rashed my life. Literally, my dad wasn't even on speakerphone. That's how loud you could hear him. Like, I was so scared to come home. Like, he was telling me, he's like, I'm gonna take your phone away for like a year. I was hurt. I was devastated. Like, you know when you get your phone taken away, that's the worst. That's the worst punishment of all time. It was the worst. But I hated my principal for that. Like, and after that, he was trying to kiss my ass, like, because he heard my dad going off, and he was like, oh, like, is everything okay? I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. It's all your... So anyways, like, going into college, I didn't let go of my old ways. And, you know, college, you know, you're free, you know, you're living on campus, and it's just a great feeling. You just want to do it all. So I went to so many parties. I stayed up late. Like, every Thursday, like, every weekend, we would do something new. We would go to different types of parties, meet different types of people. And I was dating a guy who was no good for me, no bueno. And I just slacked on my classes. Like, I didn't do great. Like, I got 1 B, all C's, and 1 D. 1 D. That D hurt my soul. Like, when I say hurt my soul, that shit hit me. Like, I called my mom crying, and she was upset because she was like, I'm paying, because I live close to my university, so she's like, I'm paying for you to get that college experience, and like, I feel like you're wasting my time and you're wasting my money. Like, either you get your shit together or you're gonna come back home. And I'm like, oh no. So I got my shit together. I started cutting people off. I started like putting my head in my books, and I just stopped hanging around certain people and going to certain parties. And literally, I didn't go to actually no party actually, and the people I used to hang out with, I stopped hanging out with. And I was just with my friend KK, like, all day, every day. We'd be in the library, in the lounge, like, late, staying up late, studying, getting everything done. And second semester, I got Dean's List. Like, I literally got my shit together. Like, I told myself, I'm gonna get A's, I'm gonna get all A's and all B's. Like, this is not a game. And literally, I'm the type of person, another fun fact, when I put my mind to something, I'll get it done. Like, or I'll get it. Like, I won't stop till I get what I want. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I've always been a go-getter. Like, I'm not so much a dreamer. Like, if I dream something, I go get it or I go work for it. Like, I'm not gonna feel sorry for myself and think that, like, the world revolves around me and the world owes me something. No, I get out there and I bust my ass. And that's just all you gotta do, to be honest. Another fun fact, I don't even know what number I'm at right now, to be honest. I don't even know. I don't even know what number I'm at. I'm gonna be interrupted. Hello?
I'm gonna go with Gordo for my mother.
What?
I'm gonna go with Gordo to my mother.
Okay.
But yeah, let you stay here.
Okay. She doesn't. Another fun fact about me is I'm single. It's sad. I'm single and I'm just trying to be loved. I'm honestly trying to be loved and I'm trying to love somebody. But people be playing. People be playing games. And I'm not with it. I'm not with it. So yeah, I'm single. And I realize I'm the type of female. I'm actually more of a relationship. I can't talk today. I'm more of the relationship type female instead of like dating. I just feel like I cannot juggle so many people at a time. Like, it's just not me. And I feel like, I don't know, I just can't do it. I don't feel right doing it. I feel dirty. I feel disgusting. Like, I don't know, and I'm just really sanitary. Like, just kissing multiple people. And like, ooh, that's nasty. Like, I don't know how people do that. Like, have you ever heard of herpes? Like, that's nasty. Like, I don't know. I think it's disgusting. So for me, I just like to deal with one person at a time. Like, one person. Even when I'm talking to somebody, I'm so loyal. Like, I only talk to that one person. Like, everyone else, ignore, block, delete. It's canceled. Like, when I like one person, I like that one person, and I'm gonna give my undivided attention to that one person. And that's just how I am. And I feel like that's how it should be. I mean, if you take them serious and you're trying to like move forward and have something serious, I mean, again, I'm the type of female, like, if I'm giving you my time, it's because I see something serious and I see potential in you. Like, I'm not gonna just be with you for shits and giggles. Like, what is this? Like, no, I'm not gonna waste my time for what? Like, I see something in you. So yeah.